Okay, guys, how are you? This is EBM, and today I'm here very excited to talk about using education as immigration pathway. We know there are so many ways one person can use it to relocate from one country to another. So many ways. And today we are going to explore more about education as one of the way millions of people are using to try to relocate from one country to another. Where are you watching from? Tell me, where are you watching from? That's number one. And number two, are you currently watching from using which platform? Because I'm live on Facebook, I'm live on 3 YouTube channels, I'm live on Twitter, I'm live on Instagram at the same time. And here I have TikTok. I cannot see myself. I'm live on TikTok, so it is back camera, so I cannot see myself. So I'm live everywhere at the same time. I'll be happy to give detailed explanation, and then I'm going to pinpoint some of the available opportunities right now. For instance, there is currently application for summer school in Norway. The deadline is in the coming 2 weeks. So let's do. I see some people from South Africa, and someone is watching right using YouTube channel from Elvis. So we see someone from Kenya watching here. Usual Kenya is my #1 country, watching the EBM Scholars YouTube videos, followed by US country. Then there is Ghana. Those are my top 3 countries. Usual follow me a lot. And I see some people watching from YouTube. Yeah. Okay, I see someone says, I'm watching from Guinea-Bissau via Instagram. Anderson John. How are you, Anderson? Anderson, I know you were in live a couple days ago. Yeah, so I know you. Okay. We'll talk with the following things on today's live. What things are we going to talk about? When we talk about education as immigration pathway, we are talking for you to have the opportunity to apply for the visa as international student. That is, you are coming as international student. There are categories of international students. We'll talk about them. But overall, I'm going to classify into 2 major categories. The category number 1 are international students who are coming to the different countries to study their education through what we call self-financing programs. Meaning, you are the one, you are going to pay for the tuition and the fees. That's category number 1. And category number 2 is the group of international students who are going to study in different countries, getting financial support from those institutions or different countries as the government, they give financial assistance. This is what we call, it can be fellowship, it can be grants, can be scholarships, whatever you call it, but they pay for your education and living expenses, and you are not required to return that amount back. So either you are coming as yourself or your family, relative helping to pay for your education, or you are coming here and then you are coming here under scholarship, fellowship, whatever you call it, but in the end, they give you the money, you don't need to pay back. So those are the major 2 categories of education we'll be talking about. So regardless whether you are coming to pay for your own or you're coming through scholarships, then there are other categories of students. There are students who are coming to study to get degrees, and there are students who are coming to study not to get degrees. Those are 2 different types of groups. In the United States, students who are coming to study, to get degrees, are international students who are majority getting what we call F1, meaning they are coming here to study what we call community college. They can be coming here, when we study community college, they're coming to study community college to get what we call associate degree. There are those who are coming here to study, to get bachelor's degree, to get master's degrees, and there are those who are coming to get doctorate, and some are coming under the postdoc program, postdoctoral programs. So those are coming to get degrees. So majority of them, they get what we call F1, and some of those are going to get what we call exchange visitor visa program. And that is those who are getting scholarships under the Department of State of the United States of America Fulbright program. And I'm going to talk about the Fulbright program today. For all countries you are going to watch me today, Fulbright right now, for those who want to study masters, for those who want to study PhD, this is the time to apply for that particular program. Then there are those who are coming not to study to get degrees. For instance, you come to America to study just to become airplane mechanic, wherever they just working in the airplane, like to know more about repair for the airplane, whatever those kind of things, whatever course you call it. Someone can come here to study to become an actor, not a degree in acting, just to become an actor, just to study, just like there are courses for that, for acting. There are some people who are coming here not to get a degree, but to get a certain certification. You can come and study to become a real estate agent. I'm giving an example, whatever it is. But you are studying not to get a degree. You are not coming to get associate. You are not coming to get a bachelor. You are not coming to get a master's. You are not coming to get a PhD. Those people who are coming under that particular category are called M visa. M visa are students, international students, who are studying not to get a degree. They are coming to study to get a certain type of education, but not towards a degree. Non-degree seeking programs in America are called M, international students under M. You have to be very careful when you go to apply for those programs. If you apply M programs, you have to be considering two important things. Number one, not all colleges, not all institutions are allowed to enroll international students under M visa. So there is a website which you can go and search universities. This is a Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security website. There are authorized list of institutions which are allowed to offer I-20 for M visa, for those who are coming not to study to get a degree. So someone can come to study here, maybe to become a beautician, to do the hairstylist, to become a hairstylist, all those kind of barber shop, whatever, those who go learn those kind of things. There are schools for that. But those schools, they're not going to give you a degree for that. But you have to not to go to, there must be so many institutions for the local people because they don't need a visa. But you have to find which of those are authorized to give you I-20 document to get the visa. That's number one. Number two, if you go to study under the M visa, non-education, non-degree programs, if you come under those one, remember, if a program is under 6 months, you will not be given social security number and you will not be allowed to work. So if you want to come under M visa and you want to be allowed to work as other international students, you have to find a program which is 6 months and above in order to do that. That is M visa. If you want to come for degree seeking program as an international student, you'll be given either F visa or J visa. Majority of you are coming under F. J visa is the visa associated with the certain type of scholarships. But majority of people are coming under F visa. We talk about F1. We call 1 because that is the main student. 2 means F2 means is dependent of the student. So majority of people are coming under F1. So if you are coming under F1, meaning you are coming as a degree seeking student, you are coming towards to get a degree. But again, I've talked about J visa. J visa, you can come to do bachelor, you can come to do masters, to come to do PhD or postdoc program under Fulbright or other programs which there is a certain type of money associated. So those people, they don't get I-20. They are given another document similar to I-20, is called DS 2019. That is the document I used to come for the first time in the United States of America. So, having that background, we can go to the next phase. The degree seeking programs. You want to study overseas. There are 2 routes. Either you are going to pay for your own or you get scholarships. We'll talk both of them. But in a very high level summary, what determines one student to be given the full funded scholarships, another one not to be given the full scholarships, it starts with your grades. Grades, not everything, but grades, then other factors are going to add along to make you be given scholarships. And then for degree seeking people, you can have good grades or just normal grade. You can be able, you have more options because you are going to pay for yourself. Majority of people who are denied the student visa are the people who are coming under self-financing programs, are the people who are paying for themselves. Because one of the bigger questions you'll be asked at the visa interview, who is paying for your education? And what is the source of the money, of that amount of money? You're coming to study bachelor degree, you say the uncle is going to pay for the tuition and the fees. So there are factors they're going to consider that. When we are talking about the visa, student visa, and denials and the other factors, we look like how can you improve your chances of getting the visa. So if you are coming as self-financing student, you will need to have bank statement. Bank statement to show that you are able to pay for tuition and fees for full year in the school you are going. And also you are able to cater for your own living expenses for the city you'll be living where the school is there. Remember, international students is only allowed to study on campus, not online. So if that's the case, you have to be careful which schools you are going to find. We'll talk about these schools because majority of people, because they do not know many cities or more universities they do not know, they might just find universities based on how the city is famous for. So you end up into a city which the cost of living is very high. So when it comes to the cost of living is high, maybe the tuition fees is also high. So the total amount you're supposed to show on the bank statement, it can be very high. So if the bank statement you are supposed to show 50,000 to go to study bachelor degree, and 50,000 is for 1 year, you are likely to be denied the visa. Why? It's because how can you prove you are going to spend 50,000 US dollar for 1 year, and in the end we say after finishing studies I'm coming back to my home country, and the course you're going to study is political science, sociology. It's just a normal course. Why can't you study the same course here, which is $1,000, $2,000 in your own country? So that is something you need to pay attention to. So if you are going for self-financing, there are things we'll talk about you have to pay attention to. But if you are looking for scholarships, you need to have good grades. You need to have a very good resume. You need to have a very good essays written. You need to have a very good recommendation letters. Sometimes there are short essays, short answers, whatever. There are so many things, components to go around. Those are the things you have to pay attention to if you are looking for scholarships. So let's go to the back to the what? Let's go back to the paying for your education. You are going to pay for your own education. Number one, what level of education are you going to study? What level of education do you want to pursue? Are you going for non-degree programs or for degree programs? What level? Non-degree programs. If it's degree programs, is it associate? Is it bachelor's? Is it master's? Is it a PhD? So let's say majority of you are coming under the degree programs. But there are some people who already have bachelor's degree. Their results are not very good. So even if they want to pay for their own education for master's degree programs, number one, it will be difficult to get a good school. Number two, you can find maybe the program for masters are a little bit higher. So you are going to go for community colleges. Mostly US and Canada have community colleges. We'll talk about community colleges. But if you already have a bachelor's degree, you want to apply for community college, and you go to the US Embassy, and they come to know, whether by writing in the application, they find out you already have a bachelor's degree, and you are going to study community colleges, or you're going to study bachelor's degree again, and you are saying you're going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, you are likely to be denied the visa. They expect you to go for master's, and then from master's to PhD. So let's go to the community college to start that. Then we'll go to the 4-year program, bachelor's degree. We'll talk about master's. We'll talk about PhD, both for paying. Then we'll talk about scholarships. What is community college? That's number one. Number two, who qualifies to go to study at community college? Number three, should I take my child to America, to Canada, to study community college instead of taking the child to study in India, Bangladesh, Philippines, whatever, Malaysia, China, or going to Poland? Should I take my child over there, or should I take my child to America or Canada to go to study for community college? Which colleges do you advise for someone to go to study? I'm going to answer all those questions regarding community college. Community college, just like the name itself, it means it's a college in the community. In other terminologies, they are calling them technical colleges. If you go to our countries, majority of us are coming in the countries with what we call diploma level of education, then there's a degree. But we have limited number of universities in our countries. For instance, let's go in Tanzania. We have University of Dar es Salaam and other universities, bigger universities. Kenya, we have Nairobi, Kenyatta, and other universities. But if you go to University of Accra, Nkrumah, whatever, in West Africa, in Ghana. So instead of bringing all the students from all over the place in your country to one university, so what they want, they do this way. People in Kisumu, Kenya, they will have their own university. People in Mombasa, 001, they'll have their own their own college. People in Meru, they'll have their own college. Nakuru, they have their own college. People, whatever. So there'll be so many other colleges in their communities. And most of those community colleges don't have dormitories because the people in those communities, they live in that neighborhood. So they can drive, they can walk, they can get into the bus, they can use a bike to go to school and come back. So for instance, instead of all people in the state of Missouri or in the state of Kansas or in Ohio to go to Ohio State University, to go to University of Missouri, or to go to University of Chicago in Illinois. So what in each city, in Columbia, in Kansas City, in St. Louis, so each city, they will have the smaller colleges. When I say smaller, still they are big universities, just like our universities in our countries. They can take 5,000 to 20,000 students. So they are bigger in terms of big, but we call them smaller colleges. So these community colleges, they offer the first and the second year of the university education. Remember, in the United States, education for bachelor's degree is 4 years. That is education for bachelor's degree. The first year we call freshman. Second year, sophomore. Third year, junior. Fourth year, senior. So the first 2 years of the university, freshman and what? And sophomore, if you finish those 2 years, regardless whether you are in the community colleges, and community colleges, they are only 2 years, the first and the second year. Or you go to, let's say, University of California, LA, UCLA, and you go to the 4-year program, but the first 2 years, all people in the entire country have the same level of education. If you go there, even at Harvard, you study the first and the second year and you decide to drop out, you're still going to have associate degree. So associate degree is equal to the first 2 years of your bachelor's degree. So when you finish associate degree in the community colleges, then if you want to have a bachelor's degree, you go to finish the 3rd year and the 4th year at another university. So that we call credit transfer. You transfer from one university, from one college to another. Again, in the community colleges, why many people want to go to community colleges here in the United States? Number one, it is cheaper. If you go to study in community college, maybe let's say English or Psychology 101 course at community college A, they charge you per credit hour. Maybe credit hour one, it will be $100. But if you go to a 4-year program, the same course, it will be maybe $200. So overall, the cost of tuition and the fees in the community colleges is a small amount compared to go to a 4-year program. Because when you go to a 4-year program, you go to University of Michigan or Michigan State, or you go to Notre Dame, you go to these big universities. Number one, those, among other things, they have other programs, athletic programs, which are huge. American football, baseball, basket, tennis, swimming, soccer, blah, 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 blah. So you are paying scholarships for those people too, who are in athletic departments. So there are so many other things you are going, that's why it's expensive to go there. So majority of parents take their kids to go to study in the community college the first 2 years, because the kid can pay even for themselves. They can go into study and pay for that. Because as green card holder or American citizen in your own state, community colleges, it might be $2,000 per month. I mean, per semester, or $3,000 per semester. So they can be able to do that. In addition to that, community colleges are public colleges, are state-owned colleges. They get funded from the state. So they get subsidies from the state. So people with less income can still not pay even the tuition and the fees at all. They can get grants to go to study in the community colleges. I'm talking for people who are here in this country. And one more thing, another distinction between community colleges and the 4-year program, community colleges have more programs. Some, that's why they're called technical programs. The programs which are not taught at the 4-year program. You cannot go to Marshall University in West Virginia. You cannot go to Morgantown at West Virginia University. You cannot go to UPenn, University of Pennsylvania. You cannot go to maybe MIT and study welding. You cannot do that. But if you go to the community college, someone can study to become a plumber. Someone can study to become a welder, to do the welding. You can study to become an electrician. You can do that in the community colleges. So they have extra courses for technical programs. That's the community colleges. So for the parents who want to study the bachelor degree, for the people who want to study bachelor degree in America or Canada, for instance, which they have this system of community colleges, instead of applying directly to the 4-year program, which you are going to increase the tuition and the fees, go to the community college. So the tuition and the fees for the community colleges can be, let's say, $5,000, or let's say per year for international students, maybe $8,000. But if you go to a 4-year college, it will be $15,000. So the more you have bank statement, the bigger the amount, the higher the chances of being denied the visa. So for that case, make sure you are going to go through community college, because it will be more affordable than going to a 4-year program. So if I'm a parent, I'm in Africa, I'm in Asia, and I have a child, and that child, I have to take the child to go to study, let's say, I have a child and I want that child to go to study overseas. Instead of taking that child to go to study in India, to go to study in Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Romania, or Malaysia, or China, I pay $5,000, $7,000. I'm not going to do that. Because if you take a child in Malaysia or China, in the end, that child in those countries, especially in Asia, they are not allowed to work. That's number one. So you pay tuition and the fees, you will pay accommodation, you will pay the food for your child. The child will be 100% depending on you to send the money each month. And once the child is going to graduate, will come back to your home country. You are not helping the child. But if you take a child to US or Canada for community college, obviously you need to have at least a certain amount of money for the first year. The child will be, or yourself will be able to work and be able to save and be able to go to the community college. One time I gave the example of one college. That college I gave the example, the tuition fees, living expenses is about, I said it will be about 2,000 something. I mean, it was per year, it was about 12,000. Tuition, fees, living expenses was about 12,000. There are so many colleges of that amount. There are those of that amount. As long as you go to find those colleges in the affordable states, you have to find the affordable states. Just because you know California is very famous state, you don't need to apply to the community colleges in California. The tuition fees might be the same, might be just 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 per semester. But the living expenses of California, San Francisco, is way over the chart. So it will make you, tell you to have bank statement of 25,000 to come to study community colleges. So this is the example I'm going to give you of the calculation. Assume there is a college, tuition, fees, living expenses is 12,000 US dollar. That is the amount you're supposed to pay. I'm giving you an example, per year. But in the end, you'll be told to pay per semester. So bank statement will say you need to have 12,000. But when you go to pay, when you arrive in the most of the colleges in America, you pay the tuition fees after arriving. In Canada, most of them, they can tell you to pay in advance 50%. There are few colleges, there are few universities, they might require 50% or certain amount for tuition fees. So this one will divide by 2. That means you pay per semester. So per semester, you need to have 6,000. I'm talking about it if you go to the most affordable, cheapest community colleges. If you go there, it will help you in that way. So 6,000, if you come with that one, you'll be able to pay for the first semester. Remember, you are allowed to work as an international student. If you're allowed to work, it means you need to have 6,000 for the next semester. If you are working for 4 months, international student is allowed to work 20 hours per week. 20 hours per week in a month is 8 hours. 8 hours times, let's say you get $14 per hour. So you get 1,120. Remove maybe 250 for taxes and other things. You remain with 870. Semester is 4 months. That is 3,480. That is if you're working just part-time, which you're allowed to work part-time. So this one is about 3,500. Remember, then you are going for holiday. If it is in December holiday, it is a month and a half. If it is summer holiday, is about 3 months. So let's say if it's a December holiday, you have 1 month. Is 1 month you're allowed to work 40 hours as one job. So 40 hours times 4 weeks is equal to 160 hours. But because the school is closed, you are allowed to work up to 2 jobs. So you can work, instead of 40 hours per week, you can work 80 hours per week. in the end, you can have 320 hours in a month times $13. We are checking just the $13. So you get 4,160. Reduce maybe, let's say reduce 500 is tax and other few things. I'm just taking whatever. So you can plus the remaining amount, which was 3,480, the one you get in the first 4 months. So you are able to get over 7,000, even just like 6,000 for the next semester. So this I'm taking is if you are following the regulations, you are working part-time, 20 hours per week. But there are other things you can do as international students to get extra money as international students. For instance, let me give the example. One of the example of international things you can do as international students is plasma donation. What is the plasma? Plasma are certain substances which are within blood. There are so many kids or so many people are born with a deficiency in plasma. So this is what I'm going to show. So the plasma, what you are going to donate, you're going to donate plasma. That means they take the blood out of your body, then they are going to separate blood and plasma. So that's what they are going to do. Then the blood is going to be returned back to your body. That's what they are doing. So the blood is going to be taken from your body. Then they're going to separate between blood and the plasma, which is just certain substances, certain whatever, they're in the blood. So if you do that, usually they pay you. So the blood is going here in one chamber. Then they're going to extract plasma, they put in another container, then the blood is returning back to your body. So if you do that, each donation, maximum you can donate twice per week. I've done that thousands of times myself. You can be getting between $30 to $50 per donation. And donation process takes between 30 minutes maximum to 1 hour. But if you are going to donate for the first time, they give you extra pay. So you can make between 500 to 1,000 US dollar when you are brand new going to donate for plasma. So, for instance, BioLife plasma centers get up to 850 for the first month. If you're going to donate, you get up to this amount. As long as you don't have tattoo, you don't use a drug, you don't use whatever, there are few requirements, you don't have certain disease, you are going to do that. So if you go to any plasma donation, I used to donate through this is the one I used to donate, it's called the CSL plasma, whatever. That's what I used to donate. So if you can get, this is just extra, almost, if you are donating, they say, let's say they give you $40 per donation, and per week you donate it 2 times. So per month you donate 8 times. So you can make minimum 350 to 500, depending how many times. I mean, depending on the place they are going to give you. Are they going to give 30? Are they going to give you $40? They're going to give you $50. So each center has different amount of payment they're going to give. So these are just certain things they're going to do. So for instance, you are going to save life. You are going to donate plasma. You receive for the first month. This one they give over 700, and it's very simple process because there are no medication which you can use to get to get plasma, like a pill to give you a plasma. They have to actually put the plasma. It's just like blood. They have to put it transfusion. So the same way to the plasma in that way. So in that particular regard, so there are other things you can do as international students. You can get extra cash. You can sign to become interpreter because you speak another language. You never know. You speak Swahili, you speak Arabic, you speak French. There might be interpretation for the hospital, for NGOs, whatever. There are certain places you can be able to register. You can do those type of gigs on the side while you are studying. So those are the few things you can be able to do. So you have to find community colleges which are affordable. But let's say you go to the Google search and type community colleges. The cheapest community colleges. Most of them, they might be in California. But the problem is, if you go for these community colleges, if you look at the one in California, it's so expensive, cost of living wise. So let's say there is this college they call Shasta Community Colleges in California. We'll look these community colleges in relation to the cost for international students, not for the American students. And then we'll see if you are able okay, there is this one. Okay, so this one, they call it the Shasta College, Community College. It is in Reading, California. So we'll be going to find how much is tuition and fees. Tuition, cost of studying, tuition and fees. And you'll be looking more for international students, how much you'll be able to do. So the cost, the tuition might be lower, but the living expense of the place might be higher, and that's the problem. So that's why I usually say you have to look for the cheaper areas to go there. Okay. Okay. Okay, so tuition and fees. Okay, non-resident. So this is the exception. I want to find the tuition for international students. These are normal fees. Okay. Tuition for international students. How much do they charge? Okay, let's find out. International students. Okay. Because I opened so many pages, that's why they are taking a little bit slow. And I'm doing live at the same time. Okay, let's find about the other one. Okay. Okay, tuition. So we wanted to figure out how much international students might be paying into some of these colleges. Okay, at this one, it doesn't have much of the information. Okay. Tuition and fees. I don't know whether it will be just for international students only. I don't know. We have to figure out so that we can be in a position to explain. Just by going to the Google search, it doesn't help you much. Okay. This is just admission requirements, deadlines. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see if they put they put just a requirement to go to school, but okay, here they put the fees. So these are tuition and the fees for international students. Okay. Enrollment and services, 8,000. Books and the supplies, 1,000. 9,000 room and board. Health insurance, that amount. Personal needs, that amount. Total is 21,800. So almost 22,000 US dollar per year. No. Yes. So this is 12 units for 2 semesters. So that means for full academic year. So meaning you need to have a bank statement about 22,000 if you go to this university. I mean, this community college. And among other reasons, it's because it's in California. Okay. Non-resident is 116. This might be cheaper. 1 credit hour is 116. So so if it is 116, 1 credit hour times 24. So tuition, 116 times 24. So tuition fees for a year, it will be that amount. So let's see on this college. It is in New Mexico, if not mistaken. So this will be very, very cheap community college. If you take this one per year, is still a very good one. I haven't seen the total amount. So if it is this one, tuition fees might be like maybe 4,000, something like that. If you add some fees, it will be still smaller for international students. Yeah, I'm going to share some of the different community colleges. You can see their cost. You will see the cost from one college to another, how is varying. So if you look on the cost for international students, I want to find out the cost for other colleges. You can see the difference. Okay, everyone. I'm so sorry. Something happened on my computer, so I'm trying to fix it. Now I'm going to be back in a sec. Oh, I'm back again. Okay. Yeah, so now it's connected again. Sorry. So let me connect here on the search, put it there. Okay. So I was showing you another college. Sorry, everyone. Tell me if you're able to see me there. Okay, so I was giving example of Cloudy County Community College because I opened so many things at the same time. That was the problem. Okay. 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 Okay, so this is the international students for Cloudy County Community College. I'm going to share on the screen. So if you look on the course, the international students is more affordable. Total per year for international students who live on campus is 12,000. Really, that one. This is including tuition and fees per year is this one. But remember, they put 32 credit hours. They include it if you are taking summer, but in reality, it will be less than that because you're not taking summer. So credit hour, one credit hour is $138 per credit hour. So it will be 138 times 24, you get it to be 3,331 instead of this amount, 4,116. They put it 32 credit hours, but international students, this is if you are taking the summer. That's why they put that the first star to mean that it will vary if you are taking the summer, all those kind of things. So the cost will be going down almost 10,000. So that amount minus 4,416. So you have saved 1,000 that amount. So that one will be reduced from 12,000. So that is going to be almost 11,000 remaining. And when you talk about the books and the supplies, it's 1,500, 1,500. You don't need to use all of it. So there are ways you can be able to find out how to use it and maneuver the system in one way or another. So that is just like if you want to come to study the community colleges and some of the some of the schools which are affordable. But what if you want to come and get scholarships? Let me answer this question. Please, sir, what is the good major you can take as international student to get the visa easy? What is a good major? So it depends. Are you coming as with a scholarship or you are coming as self-financing? If you come with a scholarship, they don't care. If you are coming as self-financing, that means you are coming and you pay for your own tuition and fees. Yes, it will matter. Because if the course you are going to study is so expensive, and then it's so expensive, and at the same time, you are going to study the normal course, which is not a little bit important course for them, it is easier to be denied them. So I'm not going to say which major, but if you're going to study like technical programs and you're going to pay for yourself, that is a good one. Okay. How do I turn my camera? Man, on I'm not good into using TikTok. I'm using so much of the. Okay, how do I turn on the? Okay, whatever it is. So let me go and share another program. Uh, People asking about the Fulbright program. So let's talk about the Fulbright program. So uh, let's go to start with each country has the Fulbright program. Each country in the world. So I'm starting with the U.S. Embassy in Tanzania. So if you go to the U.S. Embassy, so if you are in Ghana, open the U.S. Embassy in Ghana. All embassies have the same template. This is the new template. They change its style, but all embassies in the world have the same style. So what I'm showing you, uh, uh, this one, it will be the same in all countries. So when you come here, scroll down until you go to the place they say education and exchanges. If you click here, it will open education and exchanges. Once it opens, scroll down, you'll find different education and exchanges programs. They'll give you different programs here. So one is Fulbright program. So wherever you open, let's say US Embassy in Uganda. Let's do just an example of another embassy so that you can be what I'm talking to be like to be the same. Okay, for them, they we see they posted like here. They are closing, they are putting the advertisement already when they are here. So you can click direct here. But if you scroll down, they put here the programs. Okay, so let me go. So obviously they have their program right away there. So they are closing on April 1st. So these are their programs which they are there funding whatever. So there'll be all the programs. But if you go to the education and culture, which is education in exchanges, whatever, then you'll be able to find it. So let's go here on you that one. So then you go to the Fulbright program. Then you click the Fulbright program, which opens here. Then there are different programs within the Fulbright. So there are not just one, there are different Fulbright program. So there is this research program, there is residency program, there is this one they call JSD, Fulbright Junior Staff Development. We are going to talk about this one in a minute. This one is the one to study masters and PhD, which is here for Uganda. So each country you have to look on your country. In Uganda, deadline is April 1st. In Tanzania is March 31st. Then there is specialist program. Then there is FLTA. They haven't announced. This is the language for people in Tanzania and Kenya. They come to teach one. People in Uganda, they come to teach their local languages. People in Ghana, they come to teach. People in Nigeria, they come to do the same thing. So, so there are different programs. The teaching program, they are going to announce soon also. Chair. So let's go to open. This one is for masters. If you open this program, you will see at the top is full Tanzania Embassy Education Fulbright. That's JSD. JSD is Junior Staff Development. So if you scroll down, this one, I see Doreen Shange is in UK. Says currently pursuing masters, trying to proceed to PhD scholarship. You have to finish your master's first. You cannot apply for PhD and get a scholarship before you finish. So, what is this program? Fulbright program. You come to the US to study masters and PhD. So you choose. Let's say if for them on this program they only pay for you to study in 2 years in the US. Let's say you come to study for 2 years, but you're in the PhD program. So you will use the Fulbright for 2 years. After 2 years, it's on your own. You have to get the assistantship from the university. That is the biggest part of this program. They're emphasizing. Before I go there, they are going to explain here in bold. Fulbright funding is maximum for 2 years for masters or doctoral. So students accepted for degree programs less than 2 years are eligible to only receive for that period. And for those who are masters, whatever given, the people who are doing masters are given priority, but the PhD candidates who get this program, they have to secure program after 2 years. They have to do on their own. And if you are unable, then you go back to your home country without completing a PhD. Most places they convert that to be a master's degree program. So that is the program. The requirements are always the same, all countries. You must be the citizen of that country, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Madagascar, Malawi, Rwanda, Burundi, whatever, Ghana, Senegal, whatever country you are. So you have to go to the embassy of your country. because it's coordinated by the embassy of your country. This program, remember, you have to have a commitment to go back to your home country after finishing, but they prefer people who, after coming back to their home country, to focus on becoming academia. Applicants must be affiliated with or committed at working at the academic institution, public or private institution, upon return to their countries. That is key. So only you are, if you're not a university professor, you're not teaching at the moment, you on your recommendation say this wherever you be teaching, and also on your essays, you have to indicate that you're going to come back and involve in teaching. So this, apart from other things, in this one, there are so almost like how many essays? 3 or 4 essays. They'll be able, you have to write them here. And if you shortlisted, they'll be calling for the interview. But I'm going to make a separate video for this program and go through the application form itself. There are instructions here in PDF. I don't know if now it works. Previously, it was not working one time. Uh, so there are instructions here on how to go about the Fulbright. So this they put for your particular country, but I'll make a separate video and to go deep down into the application of all Fulbright in general. And then the language one will come later. I'll do the separate for the language one. There are technical questions here which you need to know. Uh, for those who are applying here, there is the question they ask you, did you apply for green card? You say no. If you say yes, it's up to you. You cannot continue the application. Yeah. So this is the Fulbright one, which I will do later in that way. I want to share with you one more program. Uh, deadline for this one is February 15. It's summer school to go to study in Norway for summer. Join is a scholarship to attend summer school courses in Norway. Deadline, this one, if you're looking for scholarship. If you're going to pay for yourself, is until that one. Uh, so summer courses, they are bachelor courses, master's courses, and Norwegian languages. So if you go to apply for this one, they'll give you the instruction. Before you go there, before you go to apply, let me take you through the application instructions. Application is supposed to, it's academic English. You must have a bachelor degree or master's in the summer classes. Things of that nature. The courses there in the summer time. If you get scholarship, they pay everything. Okay. Choose the language. You have to choose the application is open. Let me show you there are a few things I want to do. So this you are applying for scholarship. Okay. The list of courses are offered here. You can choose the if you have bachelor degree, the bachelor courses, they are kind of this one, whatever, but mostly, yeah. For master's courses, fundamentals of human rights, international community, how democracy emerge and survive, international development studies, peace research, that one, those are the courses. If you want to pay for yourself, there are those kind of things. So, but if you get a scholarship, everything will be paid for. So some people, you might take this one just as a vacation. You just apply. If you get it, you take it as a vacation. You never know what will happen. I have created a video, I haven't uploaded yet, how to go through the entire application for the summer Norwegian summer school in Norway, University of Oslo. So I'll post the videos over this weekend. And uh, if you haven't done, there is one website which has now to be my new area. I post everything. It's called idiomscholars.locals.com. On that one is my new community where I will be able to post so many things. Let me show you. This is a new community, Indian Scholars Community. I'll be posting them because most of the time here I'll be posting jobs, scholarships, and everything. So you have to make sure that you go to the EBM Scholars dot locals.com on that particular website. If you want to contribute, you can be able to contribute for $5 in a month. John Indian Scholars Community, which I've also posted on my on my website. If you go to my website, you'll be able to see. So if you don't know, my website is ebmscholars.com. If you go to the website, you'll be able to see. You can join here and become a member. Membership is $5, but you can get certain things for free. But if you want to become a member, you'll be able to go to EBM Scholars website here. If you go down here, you'll be join EBM Scholars membership for $5 or join membership. You can click the page. If you click the services you are looking for, there are services, community colleges, funding, self-financing, whatever, bachelor, master's, PhD, green card, all those kind of things, visiting visa, conferences, internship, summer. If you want consultation 101, you want online courses, you want guide like you are new immigrant, all those kind of things. And then I'll be having the what I call the newsletters. I share some information. For instance, beginning of this month, I posted a list of scholarships, a list of jobs which are available through the newsletter. So it is free. The newsletter is free. That means if I post the email, it comes direct to your email. So you join EBM Scholars newsletter is free. You join to your name, last name, and email. So when I post it, it comes direct to your what? Uh, it comes directly to your a few more things. For those who are going to my normal EBM Scholars YouTube, my normal YouTube channel, if you go to my normal YouTube channel, I haven't been posting much on one of the website. I mean, one of my YouTube channel. I have other YouTube channel. One of the YouTube channel. If you scroll down here, I have other YouTube channels. I haven't posted much. Obviously, there's EBM Swahili for Swahili people. This is my wife's YouTube channel. This is my kids' YouTube channel. But there's this one is called funded scholarships. I haven't posted much, but I'm starting posting. This is just scholarships opportunities overseas. it will be only for the V lottery videos. This will be something else, and then the podcast and the YouTube shorts. But I want you to focus more on this YouTube channel, which is fully funded scholarships. So this one I'll be posting as particular scholarship and I explain in detail. I'll be able to get through that one. Yeah, you can see that channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so as soon as possible. So this will be more educational channel. Okay. Any other question before I sign out? I have to sign out in a minute. Any person? Okay. This question, I've answered it like someone who wants to know. Okay, how do I change the camera on this what? Okay, how do I turn? I cannot switch the other way. Anyway, so the question is, uh, if you get a scholarship, it doesn't matter what type of major you are taking because they'll give you scholarship. They'll give you visa most of the time. But if you are paying for yourself, obviously you cannot be. Maybe you had a bachelor degree in international relations and you are going to do masters in engineering. I don't know how many universities will be able to give you that one. So it depends. When are you coming together? I was trying to come last year, but the schedule was not very good. But this year, maybe between June and August, maybe I might. I don't know yet. But after the volatile results, I have to have a trip in West Africa possible. Uh, Someone is asking my phone number. What I can do, I can give the email address. I know I haven't responded to most of the emails because I have so many emails because I was sick. Now I'm back. So I have so many emails to go through, but just to try your best to write an email. My email is ebm@ebmscholars.com. If you go to my website, it's there. If you go to my, if you're checking on my Instagram, it will be there. If you're looking at my TikTok, it will be on the top of the TikTok email address. The email is there. This is English. Someone asking, uh, okay, let me answer this question. Mtu kama uko mkimbizi na umeshinda DV lottery, anaweza kufanya nini kuja huku? Ni lazima huyo mtu aondoke na passport ya ukimbizi. Kuna uko mkimbizi unapewa document ya ukimbizi. Yaani kwa mfano ni mkimbizi wa Burundi uko Tanzania, kuna document za UNHCR unaruhusiwa kusafiri. Hizo vile nishazifanya tayari. Ukiwa mkimbizi unaruhusiwa kusafiri na document ya ukimbizi na utapewa visa kama kawaida. Nishalijibu hiyo swali vile. Okay. How can I apply for the summer school in Norway? Number one, you can go right to the website, but maybe tomorrow or Monday I will post that video explaining how you can go to apply if you want to have guidance on how to apply. Which platforms can you advise someone to search for cheapest states with the universities in the community in use? Can you please speak about graduate research assistantships? Okay, that's very good. So for the United States, if you are going to apply for master's or PhD, and the university says if you get admission for this program, they give you assistantships. It means you are going to be considered for assistantships. In the United States, they don't give what we call scholarships. They give assistantships. What are assistantships? Assistantships are the departments or the university is going to pay for your tuition, fees, and living expenses, and you are going to assist certain academic or administrative duties in the department or in a research area or in teaching in that particular capacity. Then you are doing 20 hours per week. That's how they're going to do. And it's most common in US than scholarships. Scholarships, they give you the money. So even if you are not working, you chill out, you are studying, that is a scholarship. So what you need to do is you need to have very good results because you are going to compete academical, and you have to find schools which offer scholarships or assistantships when you're going to apply. But if you are looking for the cheapest universities or colleges, it means you are going to pay to study there. So before you're going for looking for the cheapest, you have to look for the cheapest areas because if you're going to pay for yourself, the university can be cheap to pay to the school, but the living expense can be expensive, like what you have seen in California case. But if you go to cheaper or cheapest universities in area where the cost of living is low, that means overall it will be low, the cost of study, which means tuition fees and living expenses in that particular area. So before you look at the cheapest universities, you also to look also in that list, look for the community colleges or universities which are in the states which are not expensive to live in. That is what I can advise you if you are trying to search. Uh, Question from Victor. EBM, I have a bachelor degree already, but I want to get another degree in the US. What should I do to make it easier for me to get the visa? Number one, the embassy should not know that you already have bachelor degree. Because if you have a bachelor degree, why are you studying another bachelor degree? That's number one. So when you apply, you want to show you have a degree already. Because there's no logic. Like, let's say you have a very strong reason why you want to change your bachelor degree. Number two, obviously, there are some schools with scholarship, but majority of bachelor degree don't have scholarships in the US for international students. So if you're going to pay for yourself, you have to look for the affordable one, good programs, then you go from there. But if you have good results in your bachelor degree, apply for masters with a scholarship. If you go to my website and you click on the place they say full funded scholarships here, you'll be able to see the full funded programs which I'm explaining. Is a service if someone wants the full funded scholarships. That means you want me to help you do the entire work. Like, but as long as you have to have qualifications, so you can go and read more on the website. If you want community colleges, you click on the community colleges. There are more information there on the service which are offered here. Okay, everyone. So I have to sign it out. If you go to my website, you'll be able to see community colleges. If you can I apply for the second masters with lower second? Yes. But the point is to get a scholarship will be difficult if you have the lower second. Can I get scholarship for undergraduate studies? Yes and no. Yes. You need to have very good results of your high school. Very good results, average of A or B to compete for. Yeah. Okay. I have to end my live stream right now. Thank you, everyone. I want to wish you a very happy weekend. But very soon I'll post more videos of these opportunities I've been talking about. Yeah. Man. I have a diploma from Ghana. Can I apply for master's program? No, diploma is not bachelor. You must have bachelor degree to apply for master's. Diploma in Africa is less than a bachelor degree. If you have diploma, you apply for. If you need to get scholarships, as I said, number one is the results. If you have good results, you can compete. You have lower second, it depends on the nature of lower second. Lower, for instance, if someone with the GPA 3.0 and 3.4, they are both lower second class, but 3.4 is closer to 3.5, which is upper second class in the countries where GPA is out of 5. So it depends. 3.0 cannot get it, 3.4 can get it. So when you say lower second, there is a range of lower second. So I cannot change your results. But there are other factors. You need to have a good resume, you need to have a good work experience, you have to answer good essays. But deep down, it comes also to the result. That's how it is. Okay, so I'm ending live now. So, okay, I will make more videos. And the you were asking about community colleges. I made the same live. If you go like 20, 30 minutes ago, there is a part I talked about community colleges. I have to because I cannot continue talking because I'm already still have called through all these things. So I have to end right now. I cannot talk for more than that's one an hour and a half.